So back in 2013, when I was living in Hong Kong, it was a pretty shitty period for me. Work sucked and I was not enjoying at all. I was daydreaming of quitting my job every day, and at the same time, my boss was threatening to fire me at any chance he got. So I thought of a contingency plan to get a roommate so that I can save on rent. I was not really keen to share my space, so it was really getting me anxious. My best friend, who knew what was going on, convinced me to do it. In fact, she created the ad for me in Craigslist so that there was no backing out. In a few days' time, we heard from someone, clearly Japanese, with her name, Keiko. I invited her to come over to have a look. She arrives. She looked put together. So I remember she was wearing a pastel blouse, a pencil cut skirt, and some conservative pumps. I even noticed that we have the same style in jewelry. So I thought to myself, maybe she's a neat freak like me. She told me on the spot that she would like to take the room. She loved my place. It was homey, it was lovely, and it was very neat. And in a week's time, she moved in my then immaculate place. So then came moving day. Oh my God, she's got so much stuff. She probably brought 30 boxes. Now remember, she was renting a room, not an entire flat. I thought I had lots of shoes. This lady had way more than me by a couple of dozens. And I was so horrified by the thought that she'd start leaving them all over the place. She also brought boxes of foie gras that's probably been frozen for more than a year. So clearly, I was wrong. This girl was not a minimalist at all. In fact, she was looking like a hoarder. And so, as she settled and I got used to a stranger living in my spare room, one time I got woken up at midnight. I found her screaming at the top of her lungs to Japanese pop using her hairbrush as her mic, clearly very drunk. Another time, another evening, or shall I say 4:30 in the morning, she called me and woke me up. She was standing outside the building as she lost her keys partying in the club. She was also cooking Japanese meals morning, noon, and night. And so the kitchen was always a total mess. And so I really wanted to pull my hair out. And so it was turning out to be a total nightmare. I was getting more stressed than ever. And so I turned into a Cruella de Vil. But no matter how angry and bitchy I was, she was always smiling, chill, and calm. And so, a little bit about this girl. The reason why she had to look for a new home is because her husband left her, took her two babies to Europe, told her they will never return, cut her off financially, and even took her own savings. So from being a housewife, she had to look for a job and a new home overnight. Obviously, I felt compassion for her plight, but I was also wrapped up with my own issues. But one day, I was finally able to resign. I got an opportunity. Obviously, I felt great. But the opportunity meant that I would leave banking, possibly for good, and also move to Singapore. And so there were really a lot of unknowns. And so one evening, as I was very stressed, pacing up and down at night, She provided me with lots of compassion. She provided me with lots of care, and she even got me laughing. And so I thought to myself, what is with this girl? Why is she always happy? Why is she always smiling? And why is she always so chill, despite what she is going through? And so we started bonding more. I brought her to my gym and learned that we liked the same classes and had a lot of fun together. I introduced her to my friends. She liked them. They liked her very much. And she ended up dating not one, but two of them. She also hung out with me and my boyfriend, and they got on super well. And it was very hard to get along with this guy. This guy is my husband now, by the way, and he's still hard to get along with. So after a year of living together, the time has come for me to move to Singapore. I was very excited and thrilled because I had a wonderful opportunity waiting for me. But I was really getting sad because I was really getting attached to this zany Japanese lady that taught me a lot of things, especially not to take myself seriously. And so, looking back, I really wish I spent more time with her because I super miss her now and our fun times together in Hong Kong.